What is going on, YouTube? It's Ray here, checking in with a vlog. Now you might be wondering, what is this whitewashed fool doing speaking in English? Now this is actually a new kind of video that I want to bring to you guys, and I'm gonna call it my vlog. What that basically means is that I'll talk to you guys about stuff that's going on in my life in English. But not just that. I'm gonna put in a nice little CC action right down here. So click on that CC action to get a visual representation of all the stuff I'm talking about. What does CC stand for? Crazy Code? Chuck E. Cheese?
Closed caption.
Oh, closed caption. Okay, that makes sense. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm putting vocabulary words somewhere in this video so that you don't have to check the dictionary when I'm talking away. Now I figured I get paid in cram schools, right? Talking to my students in English so that they can practice their listening skills. So I was like, why not do it here on my channel? I mean, it is my channel, I can do whatever the hell I want. These kind of videos are more for the intermediate kind of people, if you get what I mean. Because in order to understand all these, you probably need to be well past learning your ABCs. But it's okay if you don't really understand me, you can still keep watching, because that way I can talk about some random shit and you think I was going on about something important. Now, back to the topic today of my vlog, I'm gonna talk about my trip to Singapore. When I was a kid, I was put in Singapore for my education. So I actually graduated from a local primary school there. So I have a lot of feelings for this little miracle of a country. Let's talk about some of the things I love about Singapore. If I had to pick one out of all the possible good things I can say about Singapore, it would have to be how clean and neat and organized and structured and meticulous and systematic, and seriously, I love the city and how well it's planned. Fact, 80% of all residence buildings are owned and planned by the Singaporean government. And I'm suspecting that all of them have OCD, like me. It's just how well they plan their buildings and roads, you know. Every building fits in like a puzzle, and every road going exactly where it needs to go. It just works. Another thing I love about Singapore is the traffic here. This year when I went back to Singapore, I was roaming the streets, right? And I came across this little intersection with no traffic light. There's this taxi that was coming my way. So I stopped, and I supposed that it would want to go first. But you know what happened? It stopped for me, the pedestrian. Now be honest with yourself. When ever do you see a taxi stopping for a pedestrian here in Taiwan? They don't. They even honk at you just to make sure you don't get in their way. Another thing about Singapore is that there's never a traffic jam. People are either on the MRT or the bus or on their bikes. They don't even need you bike here. Everyone has their own damn bike. There's this thing when it comes to Singapore too, when it comes to their multiculturalness, is that even a word? Singapore is split between four main ethnicities: Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Eurasians. So there are four official languages: English, Mandarin, Malay, and Tamil. So in Singapore, everything comes in four languages and everyone is at least bilingual. How cool is that? This also brings me to the food in Singapore. Oh my god! The food here is as diverse as its multiculturalness. You have Malay food, Indian food, Chinese food, and all sorts of goodies where you can find in one singular food court. Oh my god! So many reasons to fall in love with Singapore. If not for the weather. I'm serious. It's so hot here you can get a heat stroke when you're taking a cold shower. Something I find kind of funny and kind of strange here in Singapore is how they handle their fines. Boy, are they serious with their fines and laws, and I have graphic evidence. Okay, so I present to you exhibit number 1. This was taken on an MRT, and you can see that you'll be punished by a $5,000 fine for mishandling the emergency system. Now that's not in Taiwanese dollars, it's in Singaporean dollars. And do you need me to do the calculations for you? Yeah, I'll be in a little mathematics. That translates into 115,000 Taiwanese dollars. What? Okay, exhibit number 2. This was taken outside a casino, and you can be punished up to $10,000 Singaporean dollars, by the way, or 12 months in jail, or both, for entering underage. You do not want to break the law in Singapore. Trust me, they still whip people. With all that said, I did have a great, wonderful, marvelous time when I was back in Singapore for the few days I was there. I went to Universal Studios, a freaking pool on top of the skyscraper, at my aunt's house where I first started to learn English. That's about everything I have for you guys today. If you like this new style video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And as always, if you want to look at more videos like this, click right here. And if you want to follow me on my personal Facebook page, click right here, and the subscription box is above, right there. Always has been, always will be. What do you guys think of this new style video? Love it? You hate it? Give me some suggestions or feedback in the comment box down below. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya! Now there's one thing I love about Singapore that I didn't talk about today, and that is their Singaporean accent. Now you might ask me, oh hold on Ray, whoa, why do you like their Singaporean accent? Walao eh, Singaporean accent of course better one na.